Welcome to the channel that encourages you to be doing stuff today. In this video, we're going to be exploring Utopia of the Seas, decks 15 and 16. These two decks are known as the heart of the ship's pool and sports zone. And before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification button for more content like this. These two open-air public decks have everything you need for kids, adults, grandparents, babies, everyone in the family. No staterooms on these decks either. It's all fun. If you saw the boarding and sail away party video, I'll put the link up here, then you saw how much fun there is at Lime and Coconut. This bar is actually on decks 15 and 16. Deck 15 is where all the fun's at during the sail away party. Now this is the Solarium, and it is awesome. This is for 18 and older only, so no kids. Sorry kids. It's on decks 15 and 16 as well. It's an indoor area. There are hot tubs in there. It is air conditioned. If you don't want to be around the high energy and music of the pool area, then this is definitely the place to be. And of course, it's all included with your cruise fare. But there's a big area to lay out. It doesn't feel like a greenhouse. You would think it would feel like a greenhouse in there with all these open panels and everything. The solarium itself actually has some real plants in there. They also host the silent disco at night, which you can see in some of my other videos. The lounge chairs are pretty comfortable, and you get the bonus of this helicopter pad. And a cool thing about the solarium is you can actually rent a day bed for the day. You have a couple rental options, but you pay per bed, not per person, and you can have up to 4 guests per bed. And it comes with free champagne, so I'm in. This is the infinity hot tub, which is kind of awesome. It overlooks the ocean, obviously. It looks like you're just gonna glide right out. There is a full service bar inside of the solarium. There's a 24-hour beverage station as well. Side note, the reflection makes it look like I'm floating. And the 3-story glass roof protects everyone from the heavy winds and rain while still getting sunlight. This is the restaurant area of the solarium called the Solarium Bistro, and it's also 18 and older. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's all complimentary with your cruise fare. Although you can upgrade for the surf and turf, which is lobster from Maine and filet mignon. This is the bird cage, which is apparently a big photograph spot. I don't know the story behind it, but if you do, comment below. We got here for breakfast, which has the breakfast buffet. They also have fresh Mediterranean food, and if you want to eat dinner, it's highly recommended to get a reservation. Breakfast and lunch are walk-ins. We are now up on deck 16 of the Utopia of the Seas, and this area is called Aqua Dunes. This is actually a putt-putt golf place. There's a story behind this though. Legend has it that this was ruled by an octopus. The obstacles tell an undersea story where a giant octopus rules a course, forcing you to put your way through massive sea creatures, giant coral blobs, and oversized shells. Doesn't that sound amazing? There's actually a nice view while you're up on the golf course. It's like Pebble Beach, except on a ship. This area overlooks the Utopia Playscape, which is on deck 15, but it goes up to deck 16. This is a kids zone area. It's a giant playground, basically. It has sensory walls, a ninja obstacle course, has some rubber floors. It has this 39-foot lighthouse dry slide. And if you have kids, this is a slide that looks very familiar to all of us. You know what I'm talking about.
Hello, Daddy Pig. I didn't think you liked heights.
Poor Daddy Pig never saw that coming. Get it? Now let's take a trip over to the ultimate abyss. This slide is more than 150 feet above sea level. It's a 10-story dry slide, which I think is a record. If you chicken out, you can always get some shaved ice right across the entry. The anglerfish entry is kind of creepy, so I wouldn't blame you. But stay tuned to watch me go down this giant slide. It goes all the way down to deck 6, so from deck 16 to deck 6. The slide typically opens at 9 a.m. and goes until 7, but check the app for hours each day. Honestly, the app is essential for basically anything you want on the ship. Even if you don't have internet, the app still works, so you can still look at all the itinerary, all the activities, all the hours. You can make reservations. Definitely recommend downloading it. This is the FlowRider, which again is part of the cruise. You don't have to pay extra. You do have to sign a waiver though. This often gets a long line, so just anticipate waiting a little bit. I really wanted a wakeboard in it, but I didn't want to wait in a long line, so I had to skip it. I don't know too much about these silver monkeys, but there's a lot around the ship, so if you know what that's about, comment below. Right next to the silver monkey is the entrance to the zip line, which we'll be doing later, so keep watching. You zip line over the open air. This drops all the way down to deck 6, so if you fall, it's gonna hurt. And the exit is right over there. There's really a lot to do on decks 15 and 16. You even have a full basketball court, and the ship provides the basketballs. Now this thing my wife found, I'm not really sure what it's called, but it's a soccer game that you can play when you're sitting down. So when you come home from the cruise and people ask what you did, you could tell them you played a full soccer match. Your legs do get a workout even though you're sitting. There's nets around the table, so you can't lose the ball, can't use your hands, but you can have a ton of fun while drinking a coffee, like she is. We made our way back to the ultimate abyss while it is open. We're gonna give it the old college try. As if the menacing entrance wasn't enough, once you get up there, you can look all the way down. They do a good job building the drama. And then when you get even closer, there's a glass floor. Also, they give you a mat to slide down on, so you don't get slide burn.
Go.
Enjoy the ride. Let's rewind this back for a second. I think this part is supposed to look like you're gonna fly out of the slide. To me, it just looks like a window, but the rest of the slide is awesome. Most cruise ships have an arcade on board. This one's on deck 16, but there's also a retro sports arcade on deck 6. So if you're looking for classic 80s games, go down there. But if you're looking for high-tech arcade games, deck 16 is where it's at. With all this playing around, we got a little hungry, so we went up to Hooked Restaurant. This is a premier specialty dining, so you do have to pay. It's not included with the typical cruise fare. They do serve lunch and dinner. Make sure you check the app before the cruise to see if you can get a discount. And now for the crazy fun part, ziplining over the boardwalk. This is the view from up there. That goes down 9 stories, down to deck number 6. You zip across 82 feet into the open air, and when you look down you can see the carousel, the restaurants. It only lasts about 7 to 10 seconds, but it's a lot of fun. You have to wear dry, closed-toed shoes to do this. You also have to sign a waiver. There are a lot of safety precautions though, so even if you're afraid to do it, don't worry, you're in safe hands. You can see the crewmate giving good instructions on how to properly zipline down. Giving the thumbs up to go. Let's roll. To zipline, you have to be at least 52 inches tall, and you have to weigh a minimum of 75 pounds and a maximum of 275. And now it's my turn. I actually got in trouble for holding on with only one hand. I forgot to mention that along with most other things on this ship, this is complimentary, so you could go as many times as you want, as long as you're okay waiting in line. And that is deck 15 and 16 on Utopia of the Seas. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification button for more content like this. Until next time, thank you for watching.